Hi, everyone. Welcome to Soulprint Insights. Before I get started, I just want to, again, thank all of you for the amazing healing energy that was sent my way in the last week. It was just incredible to receive it. I will remind you, or if you haven't heard about it yet, that there are videos that are going to be coming out weekly with a title that says Healing Positive energy cycle, energy circle. Sorry, positive energy circle, or just energy circle, depending on how much room I have. And that is going to be a collective of people. We're going to pick a topic every week, and we're going to focus our energy and our healing energy in that direction. So if you haven't seen one of those videos and you're interested, feel free to look it up. It will be appearing on both Soulprint Intuitive Soulprint Intuitive Tarot and Soulprint Insights. Okay, today I want to talk about healing colors, and this primarily is for self-healing. Or perhaps you might use it for a child, perhaps you might use it for someone who is more elderly and you're wanting to give them some comfort, etc. So, I think as we've discussed before, certain colors have sort of certain energies attached to them. And the easiest way, to my mind, to keep track of it is to sort of think about the colors of the chakras, because the chakras tend to connect to different areas of the body, sort of holistically. So let's say, for example, that somebody is suffering from headaches, okay? And so one of the things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to surround them with that deep indigo color. You're going to want to incorporate white lights into that. So, and because again, your indigo color is coming, from here, right? So that's kind of just in my simple little way that I do it. I tend to keep things very simple and as sort of without ceremony and without complications as possible. You, however, may incorporate whatever healing modalities that you like and whatever feels right or works for you, of course. So, one of the ways that we can keep the color that we're looking for around us, okay? So let's say, for example, you are sad. Your heart is sad. And you're trying to recover from a sadness or a disappointment or a betrayal. So typically, the heart chakra is green. But over time, pink energy has also sort of become incorporated into that because as a society, we tend to associate the color pinks and reds with love, hence the heart. So, but for heartache, I always like to just draw pink energy in it. It's a very soft energy. It's sort of, in some ways, almost childlike and innocent. So it has the effect of just calming and adding comfort and ease. If, for example, you are having a crisis of confidence, you've got a project going on or you're working on something or, company's coming, you don't know them, whatever, but you're just feeling a little shaky that way, you're going to want to draw in yellow energy, right? Because yellow energy is your solar plexus. And that is where your intuition and your insights and that gut feeling come from. So you're going to want to amplify that. Let's say you're trying to communicate. You have a difficult phone call you need to make, or you might have to be making a speech, or just having a tough conversation with somebody. You want to bring in blue. You want to bring in the throat chakra sort of blue colors. Now, where it is slightly different when you're using healing colors, even though you are connecting to the color of the chakra in the area, you really can draw forward different tones of the color. So sorry, the throat chakra is, for example, like a baby blue color. It's a robin's egg blue, right? It's a softer but intense blue, if that makes sense. Well, so if I'm looking for ease of communication, I might want to bring in a really soft blue, maybe like the color of a Lorimar stone, that beautiful pink stone that comes from the islands. If I really feel like I need to stay very focused and very concise, I'm going to bring in an intenser blue, a darker blue, to sort of, set the boundaries, if you will, and keep the energy flowing in a certain direction. The other thing that you absolutely can do when dealing with healing energy is you can, for sure, draw in the archangels connected to that, okay? So if you're looking for protection, or you're scared, or you're facing something that really just you're not feeling good about, Archangel Michael, because he is your ultimate protector. If you're working with your throat chakra, you might want to bring in Archangel Gabriel, because that, of course, has to do with, verbalizing. If you're doing healing work, you typically want to call in Archangel Raphael, because he is considered the healer of the divine. So, that is also something you can incorporate. But one of my favorite kind of tricks is if I'm looking for a specific color, I tend to try to get that color as close to my body, even if it's not in this corresponding spot, as I can. So I might be looking at the undergarments I wear, or the things I wear under the clothes that people can see. And I might want to wear a certain color because I am enhancing that color to facilitate the healing. You might want to look at the blankets that you wrap yourself in, the bedding that you're sleeping on, the colors, crystals and gems, okay? A lot of you may have noticed that I was wearing a lot of emeralds and green type stones as I was healing. That's because I'm drawing Archangel Raphael and his healing energy towards me. Just your clothing, right? Your heart's feeling a little wobbly and you got a pink shirt in your closet, put it on. You're not quite sure what to do and you have a baseball cap that's red, put it on, unless it says, never mind, I'm not going there. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Like, you just want to draw that color towards you. Now, sometimes, in fact, lots of times, we're not going to be prepared to go out and buy a different set of sheets for every chakra color. We're not going to go out and buy a whole new set of undergarments that correspond to the chakra colors, right? So there's some tricks that you can use that are really, really helpful. Now, this works when you're sending it out to others, but it's really effective sort of for self-healing. And remember, when you're doing self-healing, it might be something that you see, feel, envision, hear. So it comes to us in all different ways, right? And however it comes to you is the perfect and right way for it to come to you. So you might want to do something as simple as step into a shower, for example, and just envision the water coming down on you being the color that you're wanting to work with for a healing, okay? So that you become surrounded in that color and it is able to penetrate through your aura and into the body proper, okay? You might want to write your intention down in the color that you are wanting to work with. So you can literally pull out a pencil crayon or something like that and write down your intention. I am sending healing energy to my stomach. Okay? You would do that in yellow, by the way. Or you might want to write that intention down on a colored piece of paper. and then just carry that with you. Like, get creative. There are no rules. There is no do it this way or it won't work. There's none of that when you're dealing with energy, right? So you just want to think about the color you need. And sometimes I have to tell you, you might be thinking that you need blue, color blue. That's the color you want to work with. And you close your eyes or you start hearing messages that are saying lavender, lavender, lavender. So go with your instinct. Obviously, there's a reason either the body, the soul, or the universe is trying to tell you that's actually, in fact, the color that they want you to work with. Okay, so you need to be open and flexible. And if you incorporate the lavender, that doesn't mean that you can't get the blue, okay? Like, again, there are no hard and fast rules. This is something that comes from the heart, and it transmits through your body as love, and then it gets immersed into the aura, if you can understand what I'm saying. So there, again, no right or wrong. Very often when I am working with colors, I will see it as a swirling energy of the colors or color that I'm working with. One of my favorites is to visualize those colors as like the stripes on a candy cane, if you will. So you're going to incorporate white in almost any kind of healing you're doing. But then the color can literally be like a candy cane, right? And that picture, that intention, you can literally create to encapsulate you, to enclose you so that you can absorb it. So, follow your instincts. Think about what works for you. Think about what makes you feel good. And again, energy is an amazing thing. So there's a couple things. First of all, when you're doing a healing, you can actually set the intention that the healing will stay with you and active for as long as you need or require. People who practice energy healings like Reiki Masters will often send, or Reiki practitioners, will often send that intention as they're doing the healing, as they're closing the healing typically, that that energy will stay with you as long as you need it. However, I have found honestly that it works just a little bit better if you can replenish or recharge that energy a couple times a day over the period of 2 or 3 days or whatever feels right and what you're working with, because there's just something about acknowledging, recharging those colors and that energy, because it is a way of saying to the universe, I have received the blessings that you are sending me. I am absorbing the color therapy I am working with, and I want more. I want it to continue. I want it to be enhanced. So, again, your intentions, your thoughts, and the colors kind of come together to create an environment of healing energy. So that's kind of just a little update on healing colors, because some of this stuff, I do it so instinctively that I don't even think about it until I realize that just maybe I should share that with people. So that's what I am doing. Okay. Thank you ever so much for the support of this channel, the subscriptions, the comments, the thumbs up, the views, all are amazing. I'm so grateful. This channel is chugging its way to my 1,000th subscriber. So that is super, super exciting for me, considering, remember, this channel got launched on like January 5th. So, it's exciting. We're coming right up to the 1 month anniversary. If you are looking for a private reading, there is information in the box below. When I reply to your request for information, I right, I enclose a little part that says, soonest current availability, and I'll give you 2 or 3 dates, and I'll give you 2 or 3 times to choose from. If, for example, I'm suggesting to you that 1 o'clock would work for me, that's when I have availability, and wherever you are, 1 o'clock isn't going to work for you, or that time isn't going to work for you. So if you're in Toronto or New York and I'm saying 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, that of course is 3 o'clock your time. Well, maybe 3 o'clock doesn't work for you. Maybe 4:30 your time would work better for you. Just let me know that. I don't do back to back to back readings. I keep my readings sort of as pure of energy as I can. And so 1 or 2 readings a day is honestly the pace that I like. So I really am kind of flexible, right? If I'm telling you 1 o'clock, but 11 o'clock would work better, just let me know, okay? Okay. Thank you. If you are going to partake in the energy circle, I'm so grateful. And I thank you for that. Okay, so until next time, stand in your power and stand in your light. Bye.